Hey, what's up YouTube? It's abluegolfball today with another Pokemon TCG online video, and today I'm going to be doing a daily challenge. And today we're going to have this challenge for 1 experience point. Any game mode, we have to play 20 basic water Pokemon and put them into play. So I'm going to be choosing the Empoleon Swampert deck because that's a very heavy line on basic Pokemon. You can potentially put 6 in a game, and then maybe even more if you use Lysander's Trump card. But you can do a lot of different things with putting 20 basic Pokemon into play. One thing you can definitely do is just play 20 basic Pokemon, right? I know some of you guys probably do that. You just play them and then like drop like 6 of them a turn and then just get knocked out over and over again. That's definitely one way to do it. But if you want to play this game and still be competitive and have some fun, definitely want to choose your decks wisely and choose the ones that are right for you. So let's go ahead. We're going to play the Empoleon Swampert line. You guys probably seen this video already. But we'll take a look at this with the daily challenge. We're going to see how long it takes to do the daily challenge with this kind of deck. So let's go ahead. We will go second. My opponent chose heads and was able to get heads, and opts to choose to go first. So my opponent's going to go first. That's always really good for my opponent, especially our deck. Playing 2 stage 2 lines without Dusknoir. That would be 3 stage 2 lines, so thank goodness we don't have that. Dusknoir would be a very good addition to this deck, but it's just too many stage 2s, right? There's no more, what do we call it, Tropical Beach in the format, so can't do that. And what's really a big bummer for us is that our starting hand does not come with a supporter, and we don't have Empoleon. Now, if we started with Empoleon, we could probably just wait a turn and go ahead and play the rare candy and evolve, but we come to a situation here where we can't really do much. My opponent starts off with a Solrock, 90 HP, Cosmic Spin, or Solar Beam. I don't think my opponent will go with a Solar Beam because my opponent's gonna have to play something like Energy Drop and 2 Ethers or something like that, or who knows. Well, my opponent can't attack in turn 2 anyway, so my opponent would still need to play an energy this turn on the Solrock, but my opponent opted to play the energy on the Xerneas EX. We see the Xerneas over here with a Hard Charm, also with a Fairy Energy. My opponent drops down an Yveltal EX, so definitely has a very good start from my opponent. I'm going to go ahead and let's just go for a Charm. Why not? We can definitely play the Starling Megaphone, but because the Xerneas isn't in the active spot and that Starling Megaphone isn't really a nuisance to us yet, we're not going to play the Starling Megaphone. We're going to wait until my opponent plays maybe one more tool card, or if we draw into a Juniper, we might as well, right? But we have 2 rare candies here, very inconvenient here. I don't want to see something like a Juniper that we top deck, and then we have to use that. So what I want to do is play the Mr. Mime. You see my opponent has the attack breakthrough, which can hit 60 and 30 to the bench. I'm going to go ahead and just go and charm our way here. During your opponent's next turn, any damage done by attacks from the defending Pokemon is reduced by 20, meaning if my opponent can switch into the Xerneas and do a breakthrough, we can still survive the turn, right? Our Piplup here is 60 HP. We reduce it by 20. My opponent does not have a Muscle Band. Rather, my opponent has a Hard Charm. So that's a good thing that we didn't play Starling Megaphone, right? If my opponent plays Starling Megaphone, or if we play Starling Megaphone, my opponent could have played a Muscle Band here, which would counter our Charm attack. So it's a good thing we have that going for us. Otherwise, I don't really see anything else powered up here. And we do get a Professor's Letter, thin out the deck a little bit. And sure, why not? We can definitely peck right now, but I think the most safest thing to do to survive the turn is to charm our way out of this. Now, one thing my opponent can do is play Switch and Lysander, which can bring out the Mr. Mime or the Piplup on the bench and then knock it out, and also wouldn't be able to hit the bench, but would at least knock out the Piplup on the bench if we can see a Switch and a Lysander, that is. Otherwise, we could see something like we could see a Switch, and my opponent can use X-Blast. My opponent's definitely investing a lot in the Xerneas EX over here. All we need now is to fill up these 3 bench spaces with 3 more Water-type basics. And this might, you know what, friends, this might not be the correct deck to play. Now that I think about it, we might need to play a different deck to get more Water types down on the floor. But to showcase this deck a little bit more, I figured why not play it, right? So we see my opponent play a Miltank here. It doesn't seem like my opponent's playing any other stage 2s. Not too sure why there's a Miltank. Definitely don't want to play the Escape Rope. Just keep charming away. At some point, we gotta get the Empoleon going. We do have the rare candy here. My opponent is playing another energy on the Evoltol EX and passes the turn. We even get a muscle ban. Ah, man, this is a very slow game here. No supporters. All we did so far was thin out the deck a little bit. My opponent only playing a Professor's Letter and a Great Ball. The Evoltol EX here is definitely getting powered up. So is Xerneas. Xerneas can knock out just about anything on our side of the field. We get a Juniper of all things. We get a Juniper. I am not going to play the Juniper. We have too many valuable things in our hand, like the 2 rare candies. We will just go and pass the turn. My opponent can play a switch here. My opponent has 3 cards, and oh man, remember guys, the goal of this right here is to try and get as many basics down. That's all we really care about. Now I'm gonna play the one on the bench over here, and I'm just gonna go for a charm. So I don't know, my opponent can knock us out anyway. I'm just gonna have to wait and see if my opponent's got a switch. If not, my opponent has to start playing the energies on the Soul Rock here. Maybe do a Cosmic Spin. But we'll have to wait and see, right? Cosmic Spin doesn't even spin. My opponent just kind of does 10 damage. If my opponent has the Lunatone, it would do 30 more damage. But otherwise, we don't really see much of anything else. Now, let's see. What side is this from? Oh, it's from the XY side. Okay, wow, that Evoltol is just super jacked up. And, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? We're not playing competitively. If I was going to play competitively, I would have played the Juniper by now, but I'm not really in a mode to compete, right? I'm just here to try to play as many water basics as I can. And, oh my goodness, we just got nothing going for us here. My opponent has nothing going for him here. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My opponent is hitting 170 damage with the Evoltol. And, oh, man, we have just got nothing going for us here. These guys are going to be super powered. My opponent can hit us for a Cosmic Spin. But, okay, so definitely we need to start doing something here. My opponent can play another energy and then retreat. Oh, boy. Okay, so we'll just end the turn. I'm not in the mood to discard stuff. I'm not in the mood to really compete. We are in a, let's play as many basics as we can. We don't care if we win. We don't care if we lose. All we want to do is play basics. Where the heck are all our basics? And here we go. My opponent's going to retreat. And, okay, so, alrighty then. This is just awful. Terribly awful. Now, we're just going to play the Mr. Mind. We're going to play it slow. There's really no need to do much else. My opponent is just totally jacked up over here. We see the Evoltol super powered up. And, oh, man, we have a lot of resources in our hand. Okay, so what we can do is play an N. Are you kidding me? Oh, man, this is just terrible. Let's end the turn here. We get a Juniper off of that N. And my opponent's going to take 2 prizes, but that's okay. We're going to play the Miltank. We're going to play the Juniper, and we'll go from there. So, first of all, I think we can always use Empoleon and discard some cards anyway. But we'll have to wait and see. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Computer Search. That's going to be the plan. To guarantee an energy drop, I think that's what we want to do. So right now, we definitely allowed our opponent to get a ton of energy into play, but I'm not too concerned about that. And, okay, perfect. So let's guarantee the energy drop. That's all we really want to hope for. We don't play a lot of energies in this deck, and we would do that. So look at that. We didn't get the energy. We have a rare candy for some reason for the Empoleon, but kind of want to hang on to that for the Swampert. And let's take a look at this. What I want to do is Diving Draw, and we get an energy. That's always good stuff there. I'm going to go ahead and play the Muscle Band. Why not? Let's go for the Powerful Friends. Hit for 100. If my opponent doesn't retreat, we can knock it out in the next turn. My opponent can definitely knock us out again with an X-Blast, but by then, hopefully, we can have an Empoleon or a Swampert powered up. That's going to be the hope. We'll play the energy onto the Miltank over here. As soon as this Miltank gets knocked out, we're going to play this Miltank to finish off the Evoltol here. We can hit it for 80 more damage. At least that's the plan. Either way, this Muscle Band is going to be a one-time use deal. My opponent will knock out the Miltank here, and these Xerneas here can knock it out as well. Otherwise, we got my opponent's got a Miltank on his own on his side of the field, and also the Soul Rock and a Throw here, but our main concerns, of course, is going to be the Xerneas and the Yveltal EX. Otherwise, my opponent's got a decision to make here to knock out the Miltank. We can just bring out this Miltank and knock him out. And my opponent is decided to take his time right here to choose which way my opponent wants to do. Either retreat and hit us with the Xerneas, or just hit us with an X-Ball. Now, the X-Ball would still do a ton of damage, even though... And there we go. We're just going to promote the Miltank and go on our merry way. So we can get 7 cards off of this draw. Might as well use... I'm going to go ahead and do this here. Let's go ahead. We will discard, I suppose, might as well discard it now. And let's go for the Colress. We even get a Dive Ball. Let's go ahead and get another Mudkip out. Look at that, playing all of these guys here. And let's see. What we really need here is some energy. I don't want to, let's see. I want to guarantee an energy drop at the very least. Actually, let's get the Execute. That's pretty good. Maybe not. Okay, let's get the energy, and I'm gonna go ahead and diving draw. I'm gonna get rid of the escape rope. No need for that. We get some energy here. We'll definitely play the energy on the Swampert in the next turn. And let's go ahead. We'll knock out this Yveltal EX, taking 2 prizes. My opponent can go for an X Blast, taking out the Miltank. Either that, or we could just see something like a breakthrough. My opponent promotes the Miltank. We have the Lysander here, which we can use and bring out the Xerneas to start, taking it apart. So let's go ahead. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna play the energy here and drop another energy onto the Swampert. Let's go and bring out the Xerneas. That's always good stuff there. We get another Miltank as well. Let's go for the diving search. We'll go ahead, and what we need to do is get another Empoleon out. I think that'll be pretty sweet. So let's do that. We'll get the Empoleon, and let's go and diving draw. I'm going to get rid of one of these energies. Or let's go ahead. We'll get rid of, let's get rid of the energy. And let's go for the evolution here using the rare candy. I'm going to diving draw. And you know what? I think as right now, we'll just get rid of the Rough Seas. Don't really need to see that. And let's go for the Powerful Friends. In the next turn, if my opponent knocks out the Miltank, we have 2 backup attackers, 3 in Miltank as well if we decide to use Miltank, but we'll definitely need to get another Muscle Band to finish off the Xerneas if we go with the Miltank. Otherwise, we can bring out the Swampert. I'm leaning towards using Miltank here just to finish off the Xerneas EX, and there it is. All we see is 60. Let's see here. Our Mr. Mime is knocked out, so we can definitely see a 30 onto the Mudkip over here. And now I regret discarding that Rough Seas, man. I should have not discarded that Rough Seas. Let's go ahead. We're going to play the energy onto the Miltank. And I'm going to play an N. I think that's pretty good. Let's play the N here. It's always good to do that. I'm going to go for a diving search. So to finish off this Xerneas, we're going to have to play the Muscle Band. Good thing I need to do diving search for that. We see a Mudkip there. I'm going to go ahead and just get the Marstomp as well. And let's go for the diving draw. Get rid of that. Let's go evolve him. Let's go and bring back the Execute, diving draw, and look at that. We get another rare candy that we don't even need. And we'll go for the Powerful Friends, finishing off the Xerneas. Who's in control now? Look at that. We even get another Mudkip out here. Kind of wish we can play the Mudkip here because we got to play 20 of these basics, and we've already played 5, so that's pretty solid. Our little Piplup here got knocked out early in the game, so that's our 5th one. And my opponent goes for 20 damage. That's about it. We do get the Swampert here. And why not? I'm going to go and play the Colress, get a bunch more cards into play, play this one last energy here. And, oh boy, we even get the Rough Seas. Might as well heal off some damage. And, man, we can go for a diving search. I don't even know what we need anymore. We get a Muscle Band. I guess we can use that. Let's go for the abilities. We can propagate. We can dive and draw. Get this Muscle Band here. We even get the Lysander's Trump card. There's not much else we need. I'm going to hang on to this here. I don't know. Let's just search stuff for fun. Let's get out a VS Seeker. I don't know. We don't even need these things, man. And we'll even use the ability and propagate and draw some more stuff. And look at that. We're down to 4, but we got a stinking Lysander's Trump card here. I'm just messing around at this point. Knocking out the Soul Rock. Probably didn't need to do that. Just wasting my opponent 30 seconds of his life. And we see a Miltank coming out here. Can finish off this Miltank. But you know what? We got the Swampert. We'll just bring out Swampert and knock out this Miltank. So huge comeback here. My opponent took 3 prizes early in the game. Right now my opponent takes another one. And we are not concerned at all. Let's go ahead. We'll play the Muscle Band as well. And let's get the last water Pokemon out here. 6 water Pokemon. Hydro Pump taking out the Miltank. And that's 1 victory here. I think we may need about 3 more matches to go. Look at that. Play 20 basics, and we are already almost a quarter of the way there, past a quarter of the way. All right, and there, 4 tournament tickets. I don't mind that at all. Let's go ahead and play another match here on Pokemon TCG Online. We got the standard format, Vincent GX playing the, looks like, ooh, we got the grass leaves over there. Oh, that's pretty cool. My opponent gets to go first again. That's 2 games back to back. My opponent gets to go first. We start off with a Mudkip. I'm going to go and just, you know what, I might as well. Let's see if my opponent's probably playing a grass energy. Ooh, we are in danger here. Our grass Pokemon are weak. I mean, our water Pokemon are weak against grass. I might as well concede, but you know what? What we really care about here, right, guys? What we care about is playing basics, playing water basics. It's all we care. It's all we're going to do. So let's go ahead. Might as well play an energy. And let's go. We'll even play the Rough Seas. Why the heck not? We'll play the... okay, let's go ahead and we'll get the Piplup out here. And my opponent has resistance against water, so it's pretty useless to play this water energy. We do get a couple things we can do, but you know what? I'm actually going to retreat. What I want to do is get a shot to evolve. Now, if my opponent has the Muscle Man, my opponent can take out the Piplup. Otherwise, my opponent will, without the Muscle Man, we will survive the turn and we'll have a shot at evolving, perhaps. That's kind of the plan. Otherwise, I will evolve our Mudkip on the bench. So I'm really just crossing my fingers here. Oh, man, we see, oh, my goodness, the Lysander. That is devastating. We even see, ooh, that's strange. Oh, my goodness. Oh, all these stuff going on, flying out here. And my opponent's down to 2 cards. We're going to play a VS Seeker anyway. My opponent's going to get stuff again. And I don't know, guys. This is where I'm just thinking, oh, it's time to concede, you know. But I don't know. Let's just do what we're told. I don't know, but I've been told. Okay, here we go. We'll play the N, and we get a bunch of these other guys. Let's go ahead. We'll play... we'll play Escape Rope. Oh, we are doomed. We even get a Lysander's trump card. It is GG. We can go for a Powerful Friends in the next turn, huh? How about that? We even have my opponent playing a G-Booster, taking out the Piplup, and it is game here. Might as well concede, but you know what? Who knows? Maybe we'll top deck a couple more water basics and play them down, right? I mean, that's all we want to do. We just want to see how long it takes to get the stuff, get the job done, right? So let's take a look. My opponent's got 2 Plasma Energies, does 100 damage, takes out the Miltank over here. I mean, puts damage on the Miltank over here. Okay, let's go here. We'll even play a stinking Lysander's trump card. Look at that little stinker. Let's go for a Power Friends for 10. We got no friends, man. Miltank is so lonely. He ain't got any friends. Okay, so... Miltank just gets smacked in the face with a big Megalo cannon here. Let's go for the Powerful Friends. Oh, look at that. Take that. Take that, Genesect EX, in your face. Powerful Friends. You see my friends? Oh, look at my friends. I got none. And that's it. Okay, we lost the match there, but that's okay. We got to play a couple more water Pokemon. And let's take a look at the Swampert and Empoleon Swampert, whatever you want to say. And you know what? We got 1 win. We lost 1. We're at 50% here. My opponent's playing a fire deck, and he's got the advantage. We get to go first. Finally, we get to go first. That way, we can evolve first. We even start with a Mudkip. Or, wait, start with the Piplup. My bad. Well, we will get a Mudkip as well. Might as well bring him out into play, get another Pokemon. We see the Reshiram. I'm going to go ahead and play this here. I'm going to hang on to the Muscle Band, and we're just going to end the turn. So my opponent can play down and say like a DCE Muscle Band. That won't knock us out, but that will definitely put a lot of damage on us. We got the Muscle Band, and that's it. Okay, so here we go. We'll go with the Rare Candy. Put that over here. We'll get the Empoleon out. We even get another Energy. We even get this here, and the Juniper to boot. Oh my goodness, things are just going, and they're gone, aren't they? All right, so what we're gonna do is, let's see here. I got 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 1 more Pokemon to knock this guy out, and oh man, this pains me to do this, but you know what? I'm gonna have to do it. Let's go ahead. We're gonna play another Pokemon, another water Pokemon. Let's get another Piplup here, and let's go for the, you know what, let's even go for a Diving Draw. Why not? Get rid of this. No need to see that. Oh my goodness, that's the worst Diving Draw ever. Let's go for the Attack Command, taking out the Reshiram here. We get a Chorus. That's not bad. I'd rather do that than discard another Empoleon. We've already discarded a Swampert, so let's go ahead. We'll do a diving draw. Let's get rid of the... I'm going to get rid of the Juniper in case we draw into another VS Seeker. We can always bring the Juniper back. Might as well... Oh, my goodness. I'm going to only play one Miltank. I'm going to leave one more space so we can play more water Pokemon. Let's go for the Colress here. That way we can conserve some things. And that's it. Oh, never mind. We won anyways. What the heck was I thinking? I totally wasted my opponent's time. And we were able to level up our water Pokemon a little bit more. We are almost hitting the... We hit the 20-minute mark. Oh, my goodness. This is taking too long here to level up all this water. Okay, so we're playing against Reshiram 1, 2, and apparently my opponent is playing a fire deck, and my opponent has the advantage against a water deck. I don't understand. Wow, we see a bunch of fire everywhere. All we see is fire over there. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to play the Miltank, and you know what? I'll play the Stadium, and I'll play the... okay, let's draw and draw again. Definitely going to play the N at this point. Let's see here. And okay, so now I don't need to play an N. What I want to do is I'm going to hang on to the escape rope. Well, let's play the N. Okay, let's play the N. Oh my goodness, we get another Miltank. That's terrible. Oh man, these Heatmores are going to just power away. We have to wait and see. My opponent probably plays a Fire Energy on the Heatmore over here, or plays a Luring Flame to bring out one of my Miltanks. That's probably the plan. And nope, my opponent changes his mind and plays the Fire Energy over here. The funny thing is these Heatmores are still in the standard format. Let's go for the Juniper. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? What is this? We just discarded 2 energies. So we got 1, 2, and 2 in the discard, 3, 4. This is all my energies right here. This is ridiculous. What's up with this Pokemon shuffle, man? And we see the Heatmore over here getting powered up some more. We have yet to see our any of our water Pokemon. Ooh, this is good stuff here. We do have an opportunity to knock out the Heatmore. We even get the Live Scan Trump card, which is the only supporter we can play. But we do have a rare candy, which we can do a diving search to get another Juniper on to top deck. So my opponent gets a Luring Flame, and we do flip heads. It's a bummer here that we won't be able to knock him out. So let's go ahead and we'll do that. Let's go for the diving search. We'll bring out, you know what? Oh, man, let's see. I might just bring out the N. I know what you guys are thinking. You should do the Juniper, but you know what? I'm gonna go with the N because you know I have this Empoleon that I just don't want to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? He's just I like Empoleon. So, anyways, my opponent has a ton of energy there, and my opponent goes for a Fairy Licks, taking out our Miltank. That's okay with me. We get an N as expected, and we do get the water energy as well. So I'm going to play this here. Let's just go for the Powerful Friends, and look at that. We'll take them out, and let's take a look at this. We are almost there. We are closing in. We're past halfway here, folks. Halfway done, and let's go ahead and take a look if we can finish this under 30 minutes. The Empoleon Swampert deck for the daily challenge. This is the water challenge, guys, and let's go for heads. And we got heads. Yes, we get to go first. This is back to back, going first, back to back. I like that. All right, that rhymes as well. We get the Piplup, and we also get the Miltank that we can play right away. Let's go ahead, and I'm actually going to choose the Miltank because Miltank is supposed to be a tank, but he's only 100 HP. But it is a basic Pokemon, and he's non-rare. Oh my goodness, we're playing against another stinking Virizion deck. This is going to be like an auto loss if we get Swampert out here because it's weak against grass. My opponent gets a Genesect as well. We're going to have to see a G-Booster. Oh, my goodness. And we see a Team Plasma Ball. My opponent just needs the energy drop, and there we go. My opponent is on his way to victory. But if my opponent doesn't get the energy drop, which he does, that is devastating. We do get an N, which we can play. I might as well play it. All we need to do is get some more of these guys down anyway. And, okay, so we get this here. I'm going to play it so that my opponent gets disrupted a little bit. And we'll just bring the Piplup, and then we're going to retreat with a Piplup. This is only 1 energy cost. So I'm not too devastated by it. And let's go for the retreat. And there we go. Go ahead, Miltank. You got this. Don't worry. My opponent can definitely play something like a like a Colress Machine, energy drop plus energy switch. That would be devastating. My opponent can do a Megalo Cannon, but never mind. Wow, my opponent got pulled off everything, being able to get the switch off that N or whatever. What did I play? I played an N. Oh my goodness, I played an N. My opponent got a switch off of that N. Ridiculous. My opponent even plays an N of his own, and there we go. We see the Piplup over here. I have another dive ball I can use. And my opponent hits us for 70. That Miltank's going down here, folks. We ain't got nothing backed up for that Miltank except for another Miltank. There we go. We got another Miltank. Okay, let's play the Mudkip. That's a pretty good choice. Play the Mudkip. Play this guy here. We even get another energy. I'm going to play this over here. And we can play an N, but that's kind of silly. Let's go for the Professor Birch's observation. Hitting tails. Darn it. Here we go. We got another Piplup here. All we care about is playing a ton of water Pokemon. So what we can do is we can promote the Miltank, add the energy and the Muscle Band, I guess, and hit the Virizion for 80. My opponent goes for another Emerald Slash, probably charging up the other Genesect. And there we go. Let's go for the Miltank. Come on, Miltank. You got this, bro. It's all you, man. And let's go for this here. And you know what? I'm going to get 2 of these and discard 1 of them. And that way, at least in the next turn, we have 1 more energy to use. We do get a Lysander, which we can do. I'm actually going to Lysander out this Genesect over here. Let's go ahead. We'll play the Dive Ball. I'm going to go and bring the Marshtomp here. Why not? And let's go. We'll evolve him. And we'll go with the Powerful Friends. Now, my opponent can retreat. We can see something like an Energy Drop and a Colorless Machine. That would suck pretty bad, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not even focused right now. I'm not really paying attention. All I want to do is drop stinking water Pokemon, right? You know, that's really it. If I really wanted to, I guess I should have played the Dive Ball for another Mudkip. Definitely that could have been a better idea. But at the same time, I do want to win too. So if we can get Swampert out and then we can start using, Dive Ball or whatever it's called. Let's see, Diving Draw and Diving Surge, things like that. My opponent plays a Skyla. We're going to see a switch over here. My opponent can definitely bring out the Virizion EX, or we can see the Genesect EX here with a, oh my goodness, my opponent's going to bring out my Empoleon. And there we go, the poor Empoleon. My opponent's going to play and go for a Megalocan or the G-Booster. I'm expecting the G-Booster, hitting us for 200 damage. And, oh, there it is. There is the G-Booster. Let's play the Miltank over here. And we get an energy. Isn't that great, guys? Oh, yeah, Powerful Friends. Woohoo! High five all around. Okay, the Genesect here is probably going to retreat, I'm expecting. We could see something like another Colorless Machine, or, well, not another one, but we could see a Colorless Machine, or we see a Plasma Energy bringing out the Marshtomp, and we will definitely see just a simple Megalocannon. That would do the trick. That hit us for 200 damage. And that's it for the game. So let's go. Come on, Miltank. You can do it. If only we had Victini here, like in the Pokemon movie. Victini boosted up Miltank, and then we can, take down all these Plasma Pokemon and also the Virizion and this little Jirachi over here. But no matter. All right, come on, Miltank. You got this, buddy. It's all you, man. It's all you. Let's go for the Powerful Friends. Oh, yeah. Eat that, Genesect. The only thing I'm looking forward to in this match is to play more basics. So if we can top deck another Mudkip or a Piplup, that would be great. But I think we can only top deck another Mudkip because our 2 Piplups are here. One is already in the discard pile. So what we're going to do is just go for a Charm. Come on, we can charm him to death. Yay, Charm. Alrighty then, I think I lost. So right now we lost 2 games, and I think we won 2 games or 3. And the games that we won 3 games. And the games that we lost to were all Genesect Virizion decks. My goodness, these decks are brutal. They just kind of torture these little Piplups, and they try to torch them to death. Isn't that just gruesome? What kind of deck is this? Genesect EX needs to be banned. They torture little penguins. Look at this cute little penguin getting tortured by Megalocannons. I mean, we see G-Boosters and Megalocannons. Who wants to get hit by a booster or a cannon? Look at that. You get charmed. That's right. In the face. And we, sadly, our little... Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh, we are so close. One more game. And we did not... I don't know, man. The goal is to try to get it under 30 minutes. But I think I messed around too much. And I probably could have got it under 30 minutes because we're at about 29 minutes right now. And the goal is to get it under 30, right? It's kind of, the question is, can you do a daily challenge in 30 minutes? And the answer is yes. You can do it in 20 if you really, you can do it in 5. I'm just kidding. But okay, so let's take a look. Apparently we have the advantage. All right, so far we played 5 games, and we won 3 and we lost 2 to Varisian Genesect. So we start off with a Mudkip. We do get a rare candy. So this is a hand I start first, right? So this is a hand I'm just gonna sit on. If my opponent plays N, more power to him. My opponent says a blue golf ball. Indeed, I am a blue golf ball. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Let's get the Piplup out here, and why not? We'll play the energy. And like I said, I'm gonna just sit on my hand. My opponent has a Jirachi out here, and I'll just go ahead and say hello, sir, hello to you, Andrew. 3244 Jirachi. That's the worst Pokemon you can start with. I'm telling you. My opponent says your name is familiar. I don't think so. I don't think my name's that familiar. Oh, it says I think we traded before. Perhaps that is true. I'm not sure. But anyways, my opponent has the Karina here, getting a Lucario EX. In the next turn, we should be able to play Rare Candy and Swampert. And then we might as well play the Juniper, getting rid of our Execute. My opponent gets a Scoop Up Cyclone. Very nice. Being able to scoop up the Jirachi and probably go for a Missile Jab. But little does my opponent know, I have the Rare Candy and the Swampert. Even with the Missile Jab, I should survive the turn. Unless my opponent plays a Strong Energy Muscle Band. And that would actually take out our Mudkip. But no, that's it. My opponent doesn't do much else. Let's go ahead and play this here. We'll even go with this. I was really expecting to see. So let's go for the Diving Search. What I want to do is I want to attack right now. So if I can guarantee two water energy drops, that'd be great. So, and we did. We got it, and we can play another energy right there. And let's go for the Hydro Pump, taking out the Jirachi. And there we go. Now, we have the N. What I want to do is probably play Professor Birch's Observation. We have the Marsh Stomp here. 50-50. I could play Juniper. That's discarding 2 good supporters that I could use later. My opponent plays a VS Seeker, getting the Karina. And the Lucario here with a Muscle Band can actually do 60, 80, 100 damage. We'll heal off some, but then otherwise, we have to drop some more energies onto our Swampert to probably knock him out. So right now, we are doing not enough damage. We need a Muscle Band. But you know what? I don't care at this point. I really don't. so let's go ahead. I'm actually gonna play Juniper. So we only need 1 energy. So we got 1 right here. And yes, let's drop another one. Let's go and heal a little bit. And you know what? I don't care. We even get the Muscle Band. That is beautiful. We'll get the Prinplup over here, and we'll play him down. And let's go for the Diving Search for the next turn. Let's see. What we want to do is get another Piplup into play. And let's go with the Hydro Pump, hitting for 210 damage. My opponent is weak to water. So this Swampert is just jacked up. If you see my opponent play a Mewtwo, oh, that would be brutal. My opponent plays a Golbat, probably putting 20 more damage here. We could see something like a counter, a Stadium counter, and they could do Supercross. Otherwise, I can play the Lysander and bring out the Landorus and just knock him out. Or we can just knock out the Golbat too. That's really annoying, so let's just do that. I don't want to deal with these bats. My opponent plays a Juniper, discarding 2 Crowbats as well. We haven't seen an energy drop yet. We see the Landorus over here. The Landorus won't be able to knock us out unless we see a Muscle Band. My opponent would be a little bit short. We see the start of the Megaphone, but that doesn't really matter. If Landorus comes out to play, I'll just knock him out. And the Landorus will be short by 10 damage, and that's fine with me. We will go ahead and evolve the Empoleon, even play the energy as well. So let's do that. We get the Piplup here, and we'll play the energy. And let's go with the Colress. We get the Muscle Band. We get another Piplup here. And let's go with a Diving Search. What I want to do is get a supporter into play. So a good supporter here would be another Colress, I would assume. And let's go ahead. We will Diving Search and get that supporter here. We even get another Muscle Band. So see, the problem with Swampert is that it's pretty much knocked out right now because my opponent can still play Pokemon. So there's no need to discard energy to do much else. Let's just go for the knockout, and yeah, there it is. So we do have Empoleon here that can take out any of these Golbats. I would assume, especially with the Muscle Band, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pokemon plus Muscle Band. That would knock out this Golbat. We'll take the last prize. My opponent plays an N. Oh, I should have played the Muscle Band. Oh boy. But that's all right. Wow, we see all 4 Zubats into play. My opponent goes for a Supercross, taking out some of these Piplups here. I kind of wish I had my little Mr. Mime, but that's okay. So let's go ahead. We'll promote the Empoleon. I think we should be able to. Well, we're a little short. We get a Juniper. That's great. Let's see if we can get the Muscle Band. We do. We even get this here. And what we want to do is play more of these guys. And GG it is. I'm going to go ahead and say GG to my opponent. Let's go for the attack command and take out 100 damage. So we got it under 35 minutes, guys. 35 minutes playing 20 basics. Hallelujah. There we go. 25 coins, 35 minutes. All right. Well, that was fun. These are my daily challenges. I thought I'd bring to you guys another daily challenges from Pokemon TCG Online. So let me know, what do you guys think in the comments below? If you guys can do this at a super fast pace, that's totally awesome. If you want to play the way I did and enjoy the game, do it as well. You know, however you play it, just beat these challenges. You know, I mean, everyone wants to get cool sleeves, right? So hopefully you guys like the video, and yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good day. Goodbye.